YouTube, it's Survivor Nomad and I'm back with another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about another weapon that narcissists use, and this is the divide and conquer method. This is a weapon that they use to basically alienate you from friends and family. They want to make sure that you're separated from those who could potentially protect you from them. So one of their major tactics is just to kind of act like they don't really care much for your friends. You'll find that they will tell you they'll meet your friends, or they may meet family members, and initially they're very congenial. They are kind, they're welcoming, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere you may decide, okay, well, we're gonna go and visit my grandmother. You know, this is something we've always done together. And all of a sudden, they're not interested. Oh, I really don't want to go there. And you're like, okay. And you think, well, maybe this person just has something else to do and they don't want to go. Okay, no problem. And then every time that there is an instance where you're either going to visit a family member or you want to talk on the phone to a family member, there becomes a problem. I can remember trying to talk to my sister on the phone, and the narcissist I was with at the time would sing to the top of his voice while I was on the phone with my sister. He would just sing and sing and sing, and I mean, just bellowing out. And sometimes I would talk to my sister for like an hour, and the whole time he would just sing. And I would have to try to find a room where I could close a door where we couldn't hear him singing. And it was really, really upsetting for me that each time I tried to connect with family or friends or anyone generally that cared about me and that I cared about, he would try to stop me in some way, whether it be visiting them or having them come to where I live to visit me. It was always a problem. So this is the type of weapon that a narcissist will use. I had another family member that would come over to visit me, and he would unplug the television, or he would have the cable disconnected so that we couldn't watch TV. This particular family member loves movies, and it's one of the things that we shared together. We would sit around and we would watch movies. Well, he would have the cable disconnected. He would have the television shut off, or he would just come in while one of us was in the restroom and unplug the television. Guys, there is no peace living with a narcissist. There is just not the kind of peace that you would get generally with someone who was normal, okay? You're just not gonna get it. And this is a weapon that they use. This is one of the main weapons that they use, is separating you from friends and family. They will start to tell you, oh, I really don't like that person. Or they start to try to convince you that this person's jealous of you, or they have some vendetta against you. Now, come on, guys. This is a family member that has supported you, who you love, who cares about you, and you know this. But the narcissist will try to convince you that that person is not good for you, or that that person does not care for you. They want to conquer and divide. They want to divide and conquer. They know if they can keep you at odds with this person or make you believe this person doesn't care for you, then it will be very easy for them to keep you from having someone who can help you when they finally start to discard you and degrade you and do all the horrible things that they have planned for you. Please do not fall for this. This is one of their most valuable weapons, is to try to divide and conquer. They will do it with your children. If you get with a narcissist and you have children from a previous marriage or previous relationship, you find that your child is no longer listening to you and you're wondering what is going on. This narcissist is manipulating your child. Be very, very careful, guys, because a lot of times they will abuse children. They do not care about children. Be very, very careful if you're in a relationship with the narcissist. And this includes if you have your own children with this narcissist, meaning that you and the narcissist share children. They don't care. It doesn't matter to them whether it's their children or somebody else's. Anything that stands in the way of them getting the kind of supply that they need and of them reaching the goals that they want to accomplish in that relationship is just collateral to them. They do not care. So that's one of the main weapons that they will use, is divide and conquer. So if you are with someone and all of a sudden they're trying to separate you from close friends, from family, you know, they're coming between you and your children, Please, please, please open your eyes and see it for what it really is. Before long, you're going to notice that your family and your friends, they want nothing to do with you. There seems to always be a problem surrounding this narcissist, and they finally just get sick of it and they give up. It's like, okay, this is a lost cause. And a lot of times as survivors, we will take the side of the narcissist because the narcissist can be so convincing. The narcissist can be very convincing, and then they get into where they coerce you as well. If they get to the point where you know the truth and you're standing your ground and you're like, no, I know this family member loves me, I want to continue spending time with them, then they will just start to outright abuse you until you change your mind. They will torture you until you change your mind. And you will find yourself avoiding people that love and care about you because you don't want to be abused by this person for the sake of, as we put it, keeping the peace. Well, I can tell you this, guys. There is no peace with the narcissist. You're walking down a long, dark road with them alone. And this is not good. I'm telling you, it is going to come back and bite you later on. There is a reason that they want you isolated from others. They will be in the background talking while you're on the phone, telling you, why don't you just hang up on them? Why do you talk to them? Oh yeah, I had a narcissist to tell me, the one I was with, he told me, you guys don't talk about anything. Why do you even call them? You know, they will start to demean the relationship that you have with that person, telling you that it's not significant. You guys don't really talk about anything. And it doesn't matter what you're talking about. If that person is important to you and you're sharing time with that person, that's all that's important. Even if you guys are simply talking about the weather, but they will try to make you feel like the relationship doesn't have any substance because they are envious, guys. This is a very, very powerful weapon that they use. They're envious. They're jealous of that relationship. They don't have those deep, caring relationships with other people. Their relationships are very superficial, even with their own family members. I knew a narcissist whose mother was dying. She was on her deathbed. And we had gone there to see his mother. And let me tell you what he did. This woman could no longer walk. She could barely even talk. She was on her deathbed. She was days from dying, and she did eventually die. He took her out the bed and began dancing around the room with her, holding her up, dancing around the room with her. Okay? And other family members came in and he was asked to leave. This is the type of things that they do. They are not well, guys. They don't even have close relationships with their family. This was this person's mother who was dying, and this was what he did on her deathbed. I was appalled. I'm like, if you drop this lady, she's an elderly woman who's dying. What happens if she falls or you drop her? It is just sad. So I went out and got one of the other family members, told them what was going on. They came in, the caretakers, and simply asked this person to leave. This is the type of things they do, guys. And a couple of days later, she did actually die, but she was in the last stages of her life. They do not care. And of course, the tears flowed and the fakeness came out. You know how they act. They're very good actors. Nobody was impressed. I think that family knew, his family knew that he really didn't care about her. They knew. And so they just don't have those kind of relationships with their family and friends. And I'm telling you, the longer you stay with them, the more at risk you are of not having those relationships as well. They will destroy all of them until there's nothing left. And in the end, you will be embarrassed to even show your face around your family and friends because you listened to the narcissist and it created so much damage that a lot of times this thing is irreparable, guys. You can't even fix it after it's done. There's so much damage been done that you lose people you truly love and care about. And I don't want to see that happen to you guys. It happened to me. And I suffered because of it, because I was really close to my family and my friends, and I loved them dearly. But they are all about destruction. This is one of their main weapons. And once they get you by yourself without loving family and friends around, guys, they destroy you. They destroy you. This is one of my beliefs about a lot of victims who end up going on to commit suicide. Because once a narcissist destroys all of your relationships, you're left alone by yourself to deal with the torture that they inflict upon you. And for some people, that can be too much to live with. And it's very sad And I'm urging you guys, if this is going on, please reach out for help. Reach out to your family and friends and tell them. Don't be embarrassed to say, hey, he's abusing me. And even say to them, hey, I'm not ready to leave him, but I just want somebody to know what's going on. I don't want you guys to think that it's me and that I don't care about you and that I don't want to spend time with you. I'm being abused and I'm working on getting out of it. Do it in secret. Of course, don't let the narcissist know you're doing it, but let people you love and that love you know what's going on with you. And they're going to urge you to leave. Yes, they are. But you have to be willing and strong to stand your ground. And at the time, some of these people might join in to actually help you create a plan to leave. Do not be afraid to speak up and say, I'm being abused. I'm being abused and I need help. Don't be afraid. You are on a path to lose the people that mean the most to you if you don't. And like I said, guys, this is one of their most powerful weapons. If they can get you alone, they can do more damage. And sometimes that damage is everlasting and it's irreparable, guys. You cannot repair it. You can't fix it afterwards. So that is all for this video. That is going to be one of the weapons that the narcissists use, is to divide and conquer. Please don't let it happen to you. I love you guys. Please hit the notifications bell and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys on the next video.